I am Mr. Gantt. Project Management. Lesson number 3, how to add duration and work quickly. Objective: students will learn how to fill in duration and at work quickly. We'll look at shortcuts for filling in duration, work, and dates in a project schedule. We're going to start by looking at the default measures for duration and at work. Go to the File tab, and then, at the bottom of the list, on the left, click Options. In the Project Options dialog box, click the Schedule category. We're going to take a look at the scheduling options for this project section. You can see that duration is entered in days by default, and at work is entered in hours. We can use these settings to our advantage to fill in duration and at work values quickly. So let's click OK to close the dialog box. We're going to start by adding in the work field to the table in this view. So I'm going to right-click the Start heading and choose Insert Column, and then I'll add the work field. Let's start by taking a look at the duration for Task 2, Remove Fixtures and Cabinets. Right now, the duration is 4.5 days, but let's say that I want to change the duration to 3 days. Well, I'm measuring duration in days, which is the default measure, so I don't have to tell project it's days. All I have to do is type in 3, and when I move away from that cell, project changes the 3 to 3 days. On the other hand, for work, we're going to look at Task 7, Excavate for Foundation. The work is set to 15 hours. The default measure for work is hours, so if I want to change it to 24 hours, all I have to do is type 24, and when I move away from the cell, project changes the units to hours for me. If you want to fill in a value with a different measure, not the default measure, you have to tell project which unit you want to use. Let's say instead of 24 hours of work, I'm going to change this to 4 days of work. In the work cell for Task 7, I'll type in 4D, where D is for days. That's not the default unit. And when I move away from the cell, project does a couple of things. First of all, it sets it to 4 days, but it uses the calendar to figure out how many hours that 4 days represents. So 4 8-hour days is 32 hours, and that's the value that it puts in that cell. If you work on large projects where duration is weeks and at work is in days, you can change the default measures for weeks and days. I can go to the File menu, click Options. Go back to the Schedule category. Click the down arrow for duration is entered in and choose weeks. The way, if I change the default measure back in the table, if I type that 2 in a duration cell and then clicked away, project would change it to 2 weeks. But I'm not going to make the change, so I'm going to click Cancel down at the bottom right to close the dialog box.